George suddenly realized with horror that a plane, out of control, was diving straight towards him. Terrified, he quickly ran into the house by the sea, barely escaping the disaster. However, the strange events didn't end there. At that moment, Clay was driving on the road when he suddenly noticed that the GPS in his car had no signal. Before he could react, a strange smoke appeared in the sky. Realizing that something was wrong, Clay quickly turned around to head back, but unexpectedly, the smoke moved incredibly fast, almost instantly blocking his view. It wasn't until a red object floated into his line of sight that he realized it wasn't red smoke, but red flyers fluttering in the air. Meanwhile, George, who had nearly been hit by the plane, returned to the villa and immediately told me about the bizarre events happening outside. He said it was very dangerous out there and urged me not to go outside. Before he could finish speaking, we suddenly heard a piercing sound. Despite the intense headache, I covered my ears and rushed outside because my 2 children were still playing in the forest and I had to find them quickly. As I ran to the forest, the loud noise made my head pound painfully. Just as I thought I might die there, the sound suddenly stopped. Then, I saw my 2 children appear before me. Back home, we still had no idea what that sound was. While we were all baffled, Clay suddenly drove back and handed me a red flyer. To our surprise, as soon as our son saw the image on the flyer, he immediately recognized it.
I don't know what the rest of this means, but this part, it definitely means death to America. I remember from the game it was playing.
Upon hearing this, Clay and I were both filled with terror. In order to survive, we quickly packed our bags and prepared to leave the town. We thought we would be safe once we left the town, but to our surprise, as we were halfway there, the road ahead was severely congested. When I saw this, I thought about getting out of the car to see what was going on, but I soon realized that this wasn't a traffic jam. It was a mass collision of countless Teslas. When I saw the autopilot sign inside the cars, I immediately realized something was terribly wrong. Sure enough, another out-of-control Tesla came rushing towards us. I quickly ran back to the car.
What are you doing? Should we flag them down? Maybe they know something.
There's no one in that car!
Mom? Pop, I knew that! This car! Go!
At that moment, I gripped the steering wheel tightly and forced myself to drive back to the villa. After all of this, we were sure that some kind of disaster had occurred outside. The only way we could survive was to stay at the house and wait for rescue. But in the dead of night, a flock of flamingos suddenly appeared at the villa and jumped into the pool to bathe. What could this strange phenomenon mean? This series of bizarre events left both our families uneasy as we tried to sleep. The next day, to our surprise, our son, who had just woken up, discovered that something was wrong with his body. He gently pulled at his tooth, and to his shock, he effortlessly pulled it out.